Hi everyone, Daisy here again with another layout for Confessions of a Paper Addict Cut Files design team, and this is also for 30 Days of Sketches with Christy from Christy's Beautiful Life, and I had the sketch at the beginning of the video. So I decided to use some Cocoa Vanilla Up. It's one of my biggest hoarding papers, so I thought I would try to use some of them today, and I used that wood grain background paper, which is from the Midnight collection, and I did some stitching, just a circle in the background. It's probably about like a 7-inch circle or so. And then I'm using this Tim Holtz stencil to get that sunburst effect that's in the sketch. I am using a Shimmers product called Mother of Pearl Foils, and it is a very shimmery, but it's not very opaque kind of paste. And so I thought it would be perfect because I wanted this to stay light and airy and beautiful and just really light colors. So I did that right away so I could set it off to the side and let it dry. And now I'm going to work on some of my layers and things. So I have this photo. It's just, again, another Snapchat photo of my youngest daughter, and she's absolutely gorgeous. And I just thought it was perfect the way the light is coming in around her and the cute little smile she has on her face. I thought it'd be perfect for what I was going for with this layout. So I'm using this More Than Words paper because I chose the cut file first, which is the Flowers and Feathers cut file. And then did I say flowers and feathers? It's feathers and flowers. I'm sorry. Feathers and flowers. And then I knew that I had some paper like this or some sort of floral like this. And so I went searching for it because it almost exactly matches. Like, it's so perfect with the flowers that are in that cut file. Now I am choosing not to back my cut file. I know this can be kind of a controversial topic, but again, I was going for light and airy, and I mean, I think it's perfect. I think it makes it almost pop more because it's like white on this background. I am going to back my photo with just a little bit of that paper. I did a little bit of that tearing at the bottom. And I'm just going to cut a couple little sprigs off of the side of the cut file so that my photo can tuck more nicely on it. And actually it doesn't end up tucking that way anyway, because I wasn't thinking when I did this kind of, with the sketch and where I did the mixed media, how it was going to fit. So it does change a little bit. But I'm going through my die cuts from Cocoa Vanilla, and I'm pulling out, there's a couple of vellum printed flowers, and so I think I only have 3 of the same kind left. And so I'm going to pull those out. And I was hoping for some butterflies, but the only one I found was that little teal one. And I don't actually end up using that because I didn't want to bring in the teal because I'm going for the more pinks. I'm sorry, I am losing my voice, so I'm trying to take a little drink and try to get it back. I'm just going to pop my photo up on some foam because that mixed media isn't dry yet, so I'm not actually adhering it down. I'm just keeping it so that it's not smushing all over the mixed media. And then I'm going to start working on the layout. So here is that beautiful, beautiful cut file. Absolutely love it. Again, it's feathers and flowers. It's so gorgeous. I've used this before, maybe twice already. It's just, I can't get enough of it. And again, just leaving it without any backing. And you can see how it's kind of curling up off the page. And I want that because I like the little shadow that it gives. So even when I glue it down, I'm going to leave the ends so that they can kind of curl like that. I did fussy cut out some flowers out of what I had left over, like a little scrap of that floral paper, and I am going to put some up at the top, which is similar to what is in the sketch. I think it has a little banner up there. So I have the same elements of the sketch, but I'm just kind of making them my own. So I kind of made this almost more of a wreath than like a little circle detail with some feathers on it. But I wanted to cut that cut file like as big as I could get it really to fit on this. So it's pretty big. I think it's like a 10 by 7 or 10 by 6, I believe. Now I'm just fussy cutting out some butterflies because I couldn't find any of the die cuts, so there was a cut apart sheet from the More Than Words collection, and I'm just cutting out. So I had the 6 by 6 or 6 by 8, 6 by 6 paper of that, as well as the 12 by 12. So I'm cutting out the same butterflies just in 2 different sizes. So there'll be a total of 4. And I'm so loving how this looks. I am so happy with this layout. It just makes me, I think it's so beautiful and I love it. I also up at the top added 2 feathers from the feather pendant cut file. There is actually, that cut file comes in a set of 3 feathers. I duplicated one of them because it matches the feathers that are in that Feathers and Flowers cut file. And I duplicated it and cut it out twice so that I could use 2 of them up in that kind of top little cluster there. Also added a little banner up there. I fussy cut out this little circle that says "You Are Loved." It's in like that peachy pink tone that Cocoa Vanilla does so well, and I'm just going to tuck that kind of in that lower butterfly area, clustered area. And now I'm just going to start sticking everything down. So while I do that, there's a couple of things. So if you don't already belong to the Confessions of a Paper Addict Facebook group, there will be a link down below for it. You do have to answer a few questions in order to be added to the group, but that's where you find all of the inspiration whenever there's sales going on, when the new cut files come out, when the new freebies come out, because there is usually at least one freebie every month that is available for the month. There's also a couple of other special freebies every now and then that Virginia does. And everything Virginia does is just so beautiful, so you don't want to miss out on all the activity. Facebook group is a great place to find all that. There's also the Instagram account, which is Confessions of the Paper Addict. And that used to be Virginia's personal account, but she has now converted it to her business. So she will be reposting all of the design team layouts, as well as any of you who use her cut files. If you tag Confessions of a Paper Addict and she sees it, she may post it on her account or on the business account as well. So, definitely tag us when you're using the cut files. And then I will also have a link down below to the shop, and that's where you obviously can go to find all of these things. So you definitely want to pick up your favorites. Like I said, the Feathers and Flowers are one of my all-time favorites. I've used it multiple times and I highly recommend it. Oh, I'm so in love with the way this is turning out. So now I'm just going to work on my title. So in the sketch, it has the title kind of running up. It kind of has it in 2 different spots, like below the photo and above the photo, but I have a portrait photo instead of a landscape, so I am just going to run it up the one side there. I was thinking about putting it on the opposite side, but I felt like I just didn't like it over there. So now I'm working on figuring out what my title is going to be, and I wanted to use the die cuts because why not? They make them so easy. So I really liked the My Happy, but I don't know why I don't end up using it. I think it's because the My is small and the Happy's bigger, and I just didn't, it just looked funny to me. So I'm going to change it out to Beautiful, which is kind of one of my go-to titles, but who cares? And I'm just going to pop that up on some foam. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. Again, don't forget to hop on over, join the Facebook group, and check out everything that's going on. And also, like I said, this is for the 30 Days of Sketches with Christy from Christy's Beautiful Life. So I will have a link to her channel down below so that you can check out everybody who's participating in the hop. She'll have it all in her description. And now I'm just going to finish it off with some sequins because, you know, what do I ever do with it that doesn't have sequins? So these are the Desert Rose Spiegel Mom Scraps sequins, and they are the perfect match. If you have Cocoa Vanilla, these match just beautifully. They're like a peachy, pinky color. They go super well. So I'm just going to go around my 2 little clusters here, and then you'll be able to see it in the close-ups at the end. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Again, check out the links down below, and I will see you again next time. Bye!